What's up, guys? PSA got my money again. This time I have here a Sabre 15, and let me tell you a little bit more about this guy right here. But first, this was my first Palmetto State Armory firearm I got. It was a 300 blackout, got the upper and lower. So this was about 2-3 years ago. And then very recently, I picked up the Sabre 10 M10A1. This is a 308 rifle, and I really like this. Been super happy with it, which leads me to why I got another Sabre gun. Since I like the Sabre 10 so much, I wanted to try out the Sabre 15, purchase this with my own money, and I didn't buy it as a full rifle. Let me tell you a little bit more about how I got this thing for even cheaper for what I consider kind of a budget rifle. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but again, like I mentioned, since I did like the other PSA products that I have, I wanted to try this out. So I got the upper right here, which was $519.99. This is a Sabre upper. I wanted to just get something short, maneuverable, and have another beater gun. And so I picked up a Sabre lower parts kit, which was with the B5 Systems furniture. So you can see the stock, the grip down here, and the Sabre trigger. So next I picked up this red dot, which was, I believe, 120. And I was also curious about trying the Unity tactical mount. This is a knockoff version of that. That was about 30 bucks. So all in, guys, I am on this rifle with this furniture built right here. I am just under $900. All right, guys, let's send this to the table to break down a little more how this specific setup is and what I think about it. All right, guys, let's jump into it. So I want to talk about the rifle as a whole, and I'll also talk a little bit about some of the selections I did in building this and some additional things I added to it. So let's start front and we'll work our way back. So starting off here, this is a 3-prong muzzle device. Again, like mentioned before, this is a 13.7-inch barrel with the muzzle device pinned and welded, so it's over 16 inches long. This is the 3-prong muzzle device that is pinned and welded, and also it does have the threads for a possible suppressor one day. Who knows? I might get some more suppressors. That'd be awesome, but we'll see. And this is the Sabre M-Lock rail that is 13 inches long. I did want M-Lock. I saw they had other options, but the M-Lock is obviously the most modern. And yeah, I threw on some BCM grippies right here, so my grip is a little better. I went with the FDE one at the bottom right here, but just feels more solid in the hand. This right here is the Strike Industries angled foregrip. It's not very big to get my whole hand around it, but I like to grab it and do a C-clamp like this and then pull it into my body. So yeah, this one works really well. I have it on the Sabre 10 as well, but it's pretty cool. And then I was able to find an FDE Romeo 5 by SIG, and I mentioned it's about 120 bucks. So that was a nice little find there. And briefly mentioned earlier, I really wanted to try some of these really high mounts. I know some of these high speed, fast guys like to run these higher mounts. I don't have night vision. I know a lot of guys who use night vision really prefer these, but I don't know. I just want to try it out and see what I thought about it. Like mentioned before, it's a Unity tactical knockoff. It's about 2 inches in height, so I am concerned about the height over bore. I prefer the lower 1/3 mount. So for me, the lower 1/3 mount, the distance from the red dot to where the projectile comes out is a good medium for me, but I don't know. I want to try out the high mount too. So moving back with the lower parts kit I got, it did come with an ambi safety selector. This is Radian, so it works pretty solid. It's on both sides, so you see it right here too, and I have that on a number of my other firearms. Regular bolt catch bolt release, nothing fancy there. I usually prefer the Geisley Mariner. It's kind of a much larger catch bolt release, but pretty standard stuff there. The lower parts kit did come with the Sabre trigger, so this is the Sabre lower parts kit, which I'm really happy about that. I have the Sabre trigger on the Sabre 10. Really cool. You guys down to ghost it? Let's ghost this bad boy. All right, here we go. A little bit of pull, a little bit of pull. Very quick. Let's try release. All right, release. And one more time. I'd say about 3 or 4 pounds. Feels a little gritty right now. I think it'll loosen up and get better over time, as many triggers do, but pretty crisp overall. Crisp, a little gritty. That's my thoughts on it. All right, moving back a little bit, my favorite charging handle. This is the Radian Raptor charging handle. Works phenomenally. Let's try it. I really like how you can just grab on one side and pull. That is nice. And yeah, I got the lower parts kit that has my favorite B5 grip, my favorite B5 stock as well. And it is really nice. I like the more straight grip angle with good texturing. So love the B5 stuff. And I did go with FDE furniture overall too. I'm in Arizona, big fan of the FDE stuff. And I think it's a pretty cool contrast with the FDE to black. Of course, you could always paint your whole rifle as well. But for this one, I'm just gonna leave it for now. Could get painted down the road. We'll see. But so far, it looks solid. Happy with the build and happy with the cost. Got it a little bit cheaper out the door than a full rifle already built. Alrighty guys, let's weigh this bad boy, see what it's coming in at. Okay, so we're coming in at 7 pounds, 3 ounces, which I'm actually surprised about. It does feel pretty light when I'm holding it, but that's with it kitted out with just a red dot, which isn't much weight. So I am a little surprised about that. It definitely feels much lighter when I'm holding it. But overall, I am pretty happy with this build so far from setup and aesthetics point of view so far. We'll see how I like this riser. I think that's a big questionable thing for me at the moment, but I am very excited about this. I wanted to show you guys really quickly how you could get something like this at home too if you are balling on a budget. For me, I consider this a budget rifle. Maybe for others they don't, but I do have some more premium rifles as well. This is the upper budget level. $1,000 isn't cheap these days to anybody, but for me, compared to what else I have, this is like a upper level budget option that I think you guys could get at home as well. So far it's looking good, guys. And yeah, I'm excited to get this thing out. My bank account is hurting a little bit, but I've been, it's hurt more. So luckily this one isn't too bad. But yeah, I am excited to get this out. I've really liked my Sabre 10. This Sabre 15, I hope, is a lot of fun. Just as much fun as the Sabre 10 to this point. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining me today on the Sabre 15. Feel free to jump on board and subscribe if you like content like this. Also, I have a whole series on this Sabre 10. If you want to see more info on this, I have a few videos and I have more coming. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining today, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Quick disclaimer, guys, I have not yet fired this. I was just really excited about this. And again, I purchased this with my own money. I wanted to bring you guys a video real quick of this setup and talking a little bit about it. I will be talking more about how it performs, accuracy, just more information on performance overall. So I just wanted to get this update out for you guys and give you a little bit more information, because I know a lot of you guys out there are considering something like this. So I did want to bring you this information as soon as possible. So yeah, guys, if you want to know more about this, like I mentioned before, feel free to subscribe and you'll see all of that information coming very soon. So I look forward to see you guys next time. Take care.